this video we are going to learn about the spherical equivalent, right? What is spherical equivalent? Why we need to perform this spherical equivalent? And we will compare this spherical equivalent with some other spherical equivalent, right? So I will discuss it later in the video. Suppose this is our prescription with -2 sapphire with -1 cylinder at 90 degree, right? Suppose this is our prescription and now we have to perform the spherical equivalent, right? So the first step of getting the spherical equivalent is we have to change our cylinder here, right? So our cylinder is -1.00, right? And we will take half of the cylinder, right? So what is the half of this -1 cylinder is 0.5 with the same sign. You have to remember that the sign would be the same, right? So this is half of our cylinder. And now what is the next step? The next step is we will simply algebraically add this half of the cylinder in our spherical correction, which is -2. So what is our spherical correction? -2. What is half of our cylinder is -0.50. We will add both of them algebraically, and you know that minus and minus give effect of plus, right? So it would be 2.5 and the sign would be minus. You have to keep it in mind, right? Because the bigger value is with minus sign. So with this prescription our spherical equivalent is -2.50 spherical. And now there is no need to add these cylinder and axis in this prescription. We will simply get our spherical correction, the spherical correction, which is our spherical equivalent. But the point you have to keep it in mind that when you will add half over your cylinder in spherical correction, your cylinder would go in the spherical correction with the same sign, with the minus sign, which it has already is there, right? So we will move with the same sign. You have to keep this point in mind, right? So now we will discuss that why we need to perform this spherical equivalent. The reason number one is if you prescribe your patient a prescription with -2 sapphire with -1 cylinder or less than 1 cylinder, right? You will perform the spherical equivalent in those prescription in which the cylinder is up to -1 or +1 cylinder, right? You have to keep it in mind. So if you gave a prescription -2 sapphire with -1 cylinder at 90 degree, but after a couple of days your patient getting complaint, right? He or she is not comfortable with this prescription. So in this case you can prescribe him the spherical equivalent prescription, which is -2.50 spherical with the same procedure. And the second reason could be if a beautiful young lady came in your clinic and asked for contact lenses but on urgent basis right here right now, so you can, but when you see her prescription there is up to -1 cylinder, right? So you do not have these prescription in your stock in contact lenses. So on her choice you can prescribe him the spherical equivalent prescription. You can simply take the spherical equivalent values of this prescription of her prescription and you can simply prescribe her the spherical equivalent, and you can remove the cylindrical correction from the prescription with spherical equivalent. Now there is another compatible thing which is related to the spherical equivalent. You remember the spherical equivalent in the Jackson cross cylinder. You can watch my videos in description about the Jackson cross cylinder. You know that the first step of the Jackson cross cylinder was the bracketing, and the second step was the axis refinement, and the third step was power refinement, and the fourth step was the spherical equivalent. But I think in Jackson cross cylinder there should be some other name, some other title for the spherical equivalent, right? So in Jackson cross cylinder our best vision sapphire after the duochrome test was -2.50 suppose, and the cylinder is, suppose we take it as -1.00 cylinder at 90 degree, right? So now we will gain the spherical equivalent. You have to keep it in mind, we are performing Jackson cross cylinder's last step, which is spherical equivalent, right? So the procedure is the same with some changes. We'll take half of the cylinder. I should use some other color, which -1, the half of the -1, the half of the cylinder would be 0.5, the half, right, with minus sign. And we will simply add this half of the cylinder in the spherical correction in -2.50. But you have to keep it in mind during performing spherical equivalent in Jackson cross cylinder, you will add half of the cylinder in spherical correction, right? But when you take this half of the cylinder in spherical correction, you will move with opposite sign over here. If your real cylinder is in minus, then you will change it half of the cylinder in plus. If the real cylinder is with plus sign, you will change it in minus sign, right? So I have changed the sign of the half of the cylinder, which is in plus right now, which was in real was in minus. So now we will add this half of the cylinder with spherical correction. So our spherical correction is 2.5. Half of the cylinder of our real cylinder is 0.50 with opposite sign. So plus and minus, suppose minus. So our new spherical correction would be 2.00 spherical, and the sign would be in minus because the bigger value is with the minus sign. So minus 2.00 is our new spherical correction, and the new cylindrical correction new prescription would be minus 2.00 spherical, because we have changed the spherical correction with spherical equivalent. And you have to remember the sign, the cylinder and the axis would be the same. As such, we will not change the cylindrical correction and its axis. We will write it as such. So the question is that why we are performing the spherical equivalent, why we are performing all these steps in Jackson cross cylinder, and the reason is we have to maintain the circle of least confusion on the retina. We have to drag the interval of strums on the retina. We have to maintain the strums conide. So that's why we will take the spherical equivalent, right? Because minus power is here with the cylinder, minus greater power is here with the spherical. So both of these minus power are increasing the convergent effect in the eyeball, right? So we have to maintain both of the meridians of the cylinder. So that's why we take, if the minus cylinder is increasing, we have to reduce the spherical correction, the negativity of the spherical correction, so we can maintain the strums conide. Hope this is clear. In the next videos, we will discuss some more informations.